Alright guys, week 5 of game hunting. This marks the end of summer, and I say it was a pretty successful week. Uh, I have one thrift store find, some swap meet finds, and then some of a mega garage sale I went to. I got a bunch of footage from that, so hopefully this should be the most interesting episode so far, I would hope. And yeah, I'm going to start showing you my stuff. So, I didn't really go to the thrift stores that much this week. I think two or three times, and this is what I came up with: a sealed copy of Sim Farm. I mean, I like some of the Sim games. I played Sim City a while back on the PC. I just saw this. It was 99 cents, and then on half off day, I got it for 50 cents. I mean, Sim Farm sealed, 50 cents. I mean, I wanted to leave there with something, I guess. Alright, gonna go ahead and move on to the swap meet finds. So, not a ton from my usual spot, but I mean, still something. So to start, I picked up an N64 power adapter and two controllers. Joysticks are pretty good on both of those there. So I think I got all that for $9. That's pretty good. I mean, you can sell one of these power adapters for 10, and then a couple good controllers. My atomic purple one, the stick's kind of dying, so I'll probably keep this one for myself. Seller trade this one. Yeah, nothing too great. As for the games, let's see what we got here. Found these at a guy. He's one of the guys who just buys out the storage lots. He had some okay stuff. I missed out on a Nintendo 64 and maybe some games. I couldn't tell. He was putting the N64 in the bag like right when I got up there. So this is where I found the Zelda and Star Fox. Same guy last time. So let's see what he had. He had a Final Fantasy Dissidia. I picked it up for Final Fantasy. I mean, how can you not for a few bucks? And then Valkyrie Profile, which I know is a great PS1 RPG. I know it holds value on the PS1. This one, not so much. But I mean, I don't even have a PSP, so gonna trade or sell these. None of them are too valuable. But I mean, I'm not gonna lose on them. Found Krusty's Funhouse for the NES. I remember playing a Simpsons Super Nintendo game that I don't know if they made this for Super Nintendo, but this title sounds really familiar. So I found Battle Hunter, brand new, sealed, for $8. I was almost passed on this, but I did it. I checked on my eBay app real quick, and I saw you could sell it for a decent profit, so I picked it up. I know nothing about the game. I mean, with a sealed PS1 game, I didn't want to pass on it. It was $8. The same guy also had Parasite Eve. Of course, missing one of the discs. That's the second week in a row I found Parasite Eve without all the discs. So that kind of sucked. And he was asking $10 a game. I mean, this and Parasite Eve would have been the only games even worth paying remotely that much, but yeah, $8 for this. Just all the swap meets, no one was really cutting me a deal. I was always paying full price for everything. No one was really bargaining with me. Kind of weird, but I tried my best. And then from another guy, he had some PS2 games. I saw Breath of Fire, Dragon Quarter. I know Breath of Fire, good game on the Super Nintendo. Thought I'd pick it up. I didn't know they had one on PS2. Phantom Brave, just another RPG. I mean, looks like it could be pretty good. And I saw this Final Fantasy 12 Collector's Edition is complete in there. It's got everything. It looks pretty mint too. And I think for these three games, I paid, I think it was $4 a piece. I think I paid 12 for all three of these. It was an okay deal. I think this game's worth about $4, but these, they're worth more. Then I found Resident Evil 0. I mean, just another example of how someone would not give me a deal. I mean, I paid $5 for it, but look what's on the inside here. There are dead bugs in, like, dirt on the inside of this game. You know, I was like, hey man, could you do... I asked for $1 off. $1 off the game. He would not give it to me. I was like... yeah, I just couldn't really catch a break on the bargaining at the swap meet, but I mean, these were some decent finds, so I'm not really going to complain. So when I came home Saturday, my dad surprised me with Super Nintendo haul of his own. I was pretty proud of him. So, he'd actually called me when I was out garage selling after the swap meet on Saturday, and I didn't find anything, but he was out and he found some pretty good stuff. So, stack Super Nintendo games and an N64 game. So we did find Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Yoshi's Island. The Super Nintendo games aren't in the greatest of shape, but they look a lot better cleaned up. Donkey Kong Country 3. Label's decent. Final Fight, kind of tore up. But, it's worth it. F-Zero, Greatest Hits, Player's Choice. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Donkey Kong Country 2. And then Super Mario World. Label's kind of messed up there. And it's got this little Yoshi sticker on there. It appears to be as old as a game. I didn't know. I don't know if it was like to write your name on the card or something like that, but kind of cool. My dad actually ended up paying like $1 a piece for these, so that's kind of really amazing deal for all these. I mean, all these are quality games, so I mean that was totally worth it. So I was pretty proud of him there. I mean, he was finding better stuff than I did Saturday, which is pretty funny. Alright, so I'm going to leave the garage sale stuff. I mean, it wasn't even the greatest stuff, but the garage sale stuff, the mega garage sale I hit for last, and I'm going to show the footage right after that. And then I decided to hit the college swap meet near where I was at this garage sale because he had recommended it. And I actually did pick up a few things, so I'll show you guys. Alright, got a few NES games here. Black box game Volleyball. I've just never really seen this. I mean, it was just one of the common black box games. I wanted to get it. $3. Burger Time and Yonoid. Wow, my camera's going really out of focus today. There we go. Yeah, I got Volleyball for $3, and I got Yonoid and Burger Time for $4 each. The guy I bought these games from wasn't really budging. What else did I get out there? Sonic Adventure for $3. Disc is kind of scratched, but I didn't even have this game yet, surprisingly enough. I have it sealed, but I'm actually looking to get rid of that because I'm not really one for sealed games unless they're like some of my favorite games ever. Like I got Skies of Arcadia sealed on the Dreamcast, so that's one of the games I would like to own sealed. But something like this, I just want to have it open and I want to play it. Alright, what else did I find from over there? I found Gotcha. It was a light gun game by LJN. I'm sure it's probably not that good. But, it's like a light gun game. I just wanted to pick it up. I always like to check these out, whether they suck or not. And then the best find of going to that swap meet was a boxed TurboGrafx 16 game. Vigilante. It's complete in there. It's in pretty good shape. Pull it out real quick. The box is rough around the edges, but I mean, it's solid. I mean, I give it like a 7 out of 10. And the case isn't too scuffed. And the inside here, if I can open it with one hand, there's the game. Looks pretty mint to me. Don't own a TurboGrafx. I really hope to someday. And as actually at that garage sale, there was a TurboGrafx, but it was out of my price range. And then a quick Craigslist deal where I got a couple things I just kind of forgot until I pulled out the bag now. But I got these two a Genesis game and Master System game, and I got a couple N64 controllers. It was $15 or $20. I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters complete, and then Maze Hunter 3D for the Master System. And it has a seal around it, but that does not look like a factory seal to me. It looks like someone resealed it. But I mean, I don't know. It's weird. This lady was so weird. She told me, called me my Craigslist ad saying she had a bunch of N64 stuff. Like that she had the system and a bunch of controllers, and when I come out, she's got this bag full of random stuff. Atari paddle controllers, these two Genesis games, N64 controllers, the power adapter, which I also got from her. Yeah, just this weird mishmash of stuff. There's an NES in the bottom, no controllers, no games, no cords. You know, I drove a long way for that, and I was kind of pissed about that. But I mean, it's Craigslist. What are you gonna do? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the footage for the garage sale here, and I'm gonna show you like the pictures the guy had listed and everything. And I got, I don't know, probably like 5 minutes of footage. I don't even remember. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show the pickups after that. Alright guys, so it's 7:22 in the morning. Last night, you know, like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like just searching Craigslist for like garage sale ads and stuff to see if, you know, there's gonna be like any video games at the garage sales this morning. What I see, someone posted like at midnight last night that they were having like a video game garage sale blowout, and the guy, I mean the picture this guy has posted in his Craigslist ad is unbelievable. I mean, he's got box systems, box Nintendo 64 games, TurboGrafx 16. I mean, I'm gonna include the picture in the video, but you know, I'm really excited. But obviously this guy is a collector, and you know, he knows the value of this stuff, but at the same time, you know, he's getting rid of it at a garage sale, so I'm hoping I can get it at a decent price. I just took a ton of money out of my bank account that I really shouldn't have, but I mean, this feels kind of like a once in a long ass time. Like, you're gonna see this on Craigslist, a bunch of box systems and stuff. I mean, I tried calling the guy this morning to kind of get like a price point, because he left his number on there if I had questions, but pretty much I'm just gonna head down there. I'm like, it doesn't start until 8, but I want to have first dibs on that stuff. I mean, I'm looking to get like a TurboGrafx that has like a box Sega CD system. I mean, it's just crazy the amount of stuff he has. He has like a Sega Saturn games and just really everything. The only thing I'm afraid of, I mean, I have my hopes really high right now, just because, you know, all that amazing stuff, but I mean, I don't know if he's going to be charging retail price for this stuff, or he's actually going to let it go for a fair price. You know, I'm not expecting to get a box system for like $5 or $10, but I mean, he's got a boxed mini Super Nintendo. I mean, I want to try and walk away with it for like $30. I mean, that's like half. That's like, no, that's less than half of retail, but I mean, I'm hoping he's selling them at a reasonable price. You know, he's obviously doesn't want to get nothing for them, but I'm hoping he doesn't want to get retail, so I'll let you guys know how it goes. I want to get footage there too, because it should be pretty darn good. Alright.
There are 2 plastic things that are already been taken off. If you take a screwdriver, like a flathead, and chip out those 2 plastic ones, you can play Super Famicom games on a Super Nintendo.
Well, I thought you needed the adapter for that.
No, not at all. They'll put it in.
Huh. Hi.
How much for that one? Final Fantasy 12? Is it 15 for this one? How's it going, guys? Where did you go? You want to keep looking? Yeah, I'll just wait till he brings. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. Bigger. I know. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. The top 2 ones are a little bit delicate. There's some of them may be worth checking out. In that box over there, there are some flip cases, and loose discs, but there's some pretty cool stuff. I don't know if this would be. Oh yeah, like CD cases. Okay.
I remember that thing.
Yep.
Do you have any Saturn games?
Saturn, let's see. I might have, unfortunately this one is missing. I might have some Japanese Saturn ones.
And then what were you looking to get for the TurboGrafx?
The turbo system is 3, because it's a CD combo.
Okay.
The core is 1. This is the Super System card, the US version. That's 3 by itself. That guy's in town from Canada, and just like doesn't want to have to deal with any shipping or like fees or anything. Yeah. So he just is coming down here. Well, he's here for vacay for Anaheim, you know, but while I'm here, yeah. How much is your video? That before it's 50. Now And I believe there's, I mean, it doesn't make a difference, but there's like a Madden game inside of it, so I think, what do you think?
I'll
I
take
also,
the Madden. Is that the only thing you have?
no, I have something called, just let me grab it. It's Iron Angel of the Apocalypse. Iron Angel of the Apocalypse. This right here is a Japanese Saturn game, Sakura Taisen or Sakura Wars. And this one's special because it comes with the mouse and a mouse pad.
Wow. What are you going to get for that one?
That one's 50.
50?
Yeah. This bad boy is pretty bitchin'. I picked that up in Japan.
Oh, nice. I mean, what's the best you can do on the TurboGrafx?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like if you're buying it with the card, which would be 6 separately, it'd be 5 together. The system itself, I have some games that would be separate, you know what I mean? So are you looking to pick up games as well?
I'd like to, but then I kind of have like a budget as well as I was going to spend.
Gotcha. Like pretty much 2. Really, I'm not kidding. 3 is like the lowest I could go on the system. That's it.
Okay.
It's got 2 controllers. It's got all the hookups. There's a copy. Have you ever heard of Rondo of Blood?
I've heard of that.
Okay. There's a CD copy of it sitting inside of there.
Okay.
Just because that game is the reason that owns the system.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never even seen one like in real life, so.
On TurboGrafx 16?
Yeah, none of my friends have ever had one or
Well,
anything.
check it out. This is nuts. This top part, the CD, is what makes it so special. The actual
Yeah, I know the add-on
TurboGrafx
was... 16
is half the size, and that's the add-on, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, the US one, check how big that is from there to there. Here's the Japanese one.
That's pretty sweet.
It's just small as hell. And the cool thing is it's region-free. So Japanese games play, US games play, anything's good to go. Here is what would go on the back of the TurboGrafx if you didn't have the unit attached to it. I have a Legendary Axe. You know Working Designs? They put out some bitchin' games on PS1.
Yeah.
This is one of the first games that they brought over, Parasol Stars. Let's see. This is a Japanese. Over in Japan, they hate not having everything complete, so they'll even include photocopies if they can't get a hold of the actual manual.
Oh.
I believe this is a shooter. Yeah. Take a peek through there. There's more games that I'm forgetting.
Alright. Oh, did you sell your box Sega CD system?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a call right away on that. But I appreciate your zealous for it. What are you guys looking for?
Alright, so I've been there for like a fucking hour. So, yeah. As I kind of feared, he's obviously a collector, of course. And he wanted, some of the stuff was retail, some of it was below. So before I even got there, I got there 15 minutes early. Before I even got there, some guy had bought the Sega CD, the box mini Super Nintendo, and some other stuff I missed out on. I can't remember. Yeah, I honestly can't remember. But I mean, it was out of my price range anyway. He sold that mini Super Nintendo for $70. I would have paid $50. That would have been my max on that. I did pick up a few things. I'm going to show it in the video afterwards. But, I mean, it's still some cool stuff that I'm just, never ever going to find, out in the wild. So, I picked a couple things up. I honestly shouldn't have spent the money, but I'm like, this is a once in a lifetime thing. A guy selling like off some of his really nice collector stuff at a garage sale. No shipping fees. So I'm at least gonna be saving on that stuff. He gave me some freebies too. I mean, this guy was really cool. I'll show you all the stuff. Yeah, like I said, once I get home and I shoot the video. But I'm gonna throw in the footage in there. I mean, I stopped recording after a little while. I didn't record all the stuff he was kind of like handing me, but he had the turbo graphics. I really wanted the turbo graphics. He was at 300. It had the CD attachment, 2 controllers, but he wasn't including any games for $300. So, when I kind of like did a quick little search on eBay, because I don't know much about TurboGrafx. It was like he was kind of at retail on that, and he also had the card that I can't remember the name of the card, but it's like a little card that goes in the system, and that thing retails for about $300 online. So he had that as well. You know, that was just gonna be out of my price range. I mean, I offered him $175 on the TurboGrafx. I took out $200. I mean, and I had bought a couple other things from him. That was literally all the money I had. I offered him $175. You know, he just would not budge. You know, he appreciated my interest, and like I totally understood that he wouldn't take $175. But you know, he's definitely gonna find someone else that's gonna pay more for it. So yeah, it just wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be on that. So he was a cool guy though. I mean, he wanted retail for some of his stuff. I was looking for Sega Saturn games. He had some Japanese Saturn games. He wanted like $50 for the game, and I didn't even know what it was. He was in the box and everything. It was complete. But yeah, no Saturn games. Sega CD. Oh yeah, the Sega CD in the box he sold. So I didn't walk away with any box systems. So I was very unfortunate. They probably would have been out of my price range anyway, to be honest. So, yeah, I mean, this is a cool garage sale to go to. He was a cool guy to meet. It was definitely worth going. Alright, so it's time to show what I got from that garage sale. So I already kind of told my story in the video there, but pretty much, you know, I left the garage sale starting at 8. I got there 15 or 20 minutes early, and I was still late on missing the deals. I just didn't want to be one of those guys that got to your garage sale super early and just, you know, pissed you off. So I, you know, wanted to be courteous, but kind of early at the same time. But people were already there digging through stuff. This guy was obviously a collector. He had a ton of stuff, selling a bunch of systems. I mean, you probably saw it all from the video and the pictures, but I was looking to pick up some box systems, hopefully for a good price, but his prices were definitely a little out of my range on most of the stuff. But I did pick up a few things from him, and I'll go ahead and start with the things I initially got. So I got that. So I had these here. You know, I was looking for like the box Sega CD, the TurboGrafx. I was looking for that boxed mini SNES. He sold all of those before I even got there at like 7 a.m., like an hour. Like someone got there an hour early and was like, you know, gonna hunt him down. I should have guessed that was gonna happen, but you know, he sold everything out of my price range anyway. I don't remember what he sold the Sega CD for. But he sold that mini Super Nintendo for $70. I mean, I know I can hold out and get it for cheaper someday. I know I can. Yeah, I really wanted that TurboGrafx. He had the CD attachment, and he even had like I don't even know what this is called, like the Super card or like the Ultra card. I don't know much about TurboGrafx, but it's a system that interests me. And he was selling that alone for like $300, and I saw one close on eBay for like $280. So he was retail on that, and he was pretty much retail on the TurboGrafx. He had the controllers, the hookups. I mean, he wanted no games included, $300 for the entire system, like the CD attachment and controllers, no games for $300. That's about what they closed for online. I offered him $175. I mean, I took $200 out that day, and I offered him $175. It just wasn't doing it for him. I mean, he appreciated the offer. I didn't think that was a lowball offer, but I know he could probably hold out and get a better price. But surprisingly, no one was really looking at the TurboGrafx. Everyone was looking at something else. Some other guy next to me bought a 3DO, and saw another guy buy a Super Nintendo and a Master System. I don't know. This garage sale was just amazing. But this is like the few things I actually initially picked up. Battletoads and Double Dragon. Thought it was a cool little combo card to get. $3. Can't remember how much he sold me Pokemon for, but I just saw it and I wanted it. And then I was asking about Saturn games and stuff, and he had some imports that he wanted a little bit too much for. But since I was interested, he threw me the Japanese Sega Saturn magazine. And I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I can't read any of it, but, he took a trip to Japan and he brought back a bunch of stuff, and this is one of the things he brought back. Kind of shows all the games that were going to be released back in the day. It's pretty cool. He threw me for free. This guy was really awesome. I mean, he threw me a couple free things. He gave me this little Dragon Quest. Oop, not in focus. Little Dragon Quest, little slime guy. I don't know. It's got a little toy in there, sealed, never been opened. He said I could just have it, so he gave me that. And another free gift was a copy of the Final Fantasy XII Collector's Edition, but it doesn't have the game. It just has the special edition disc in it, and it's got the manual. So kind of funny. I found two of those in the same weekend. And then I stuck around longer than all the other guys after they kind of cleared out like the 3DO and all that other stuff. And he actually pulled out a few more things for me. He pulled out Time Stalkers for Dreamcast. Sold me this for $5. Looked like a pretty cool game. I've heard of it before, so I was going to pick that one up. And then he pulled out the Bari version, I don't know how to pronounce that correct, of Skies of Arcadia, or Eternal Arcadia. And I was really excited when he showed me this, because I said, it's one of my favorite RPGs of all time. And, he sold it to me for like $30. It was kind of more than that was actually worth actually looking up online, but I could not walk away from this garage sale and not get something unique. I mean, where am I going to find this in the States ever, without importing it from Japan for some ridiculous shipping cost? So, I guess I did pay a premium, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty badass to get this. And then the last thing he kind of had me sold on that he brought out was the Aladdin deck enhancer. These things you don't see these things every day. It comes with Disney's Adventure. It is complete inside here with instructions and everything. Box is in pretty nice shape. He didn't have any other games that went with it. But, it was pretty badass. I know most of these games aren't that great, but it's just kind of a cool collectible thing to have. He sold me this for $40, which is about retail. I mean, I was hoping he was going to kind of be selling his stuff at a lower price, to kind of make a move at a garage sale, but he was at retail at a lot of his stuff. But I mean, he was selling things left and right. People were leaving with, bundles of stuff. Like, after 3DO bought a bunch of games in the system for like, I don't know, he's probably selling like $80 or $100 of them. And then some guy bought the Super Nintendo and the Sega CD, and yeah, people were just picking stuff from him for the bundle, like by bundles worth. And he was charging retail on some of that stuff. Some of it, he was fair price, but I wasn't getting a box Sega CD for $50. That's what I was hoping. Like, he was obviously wanting to get money out of it, but he wasn't going to give it away for free, because I knew the guy was obviously a collector. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. I thought it was a pretty decent week. I hope I can keep it up during the school semester. It's kind of a busy college semester for me, but, I don't want to give up entirely. If I kind of have to take a week off or something like that, I do have some other things planned to make, like quick videos that wouldn't involve me being gone the whole weekend. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.